Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we have another re-signing as with the Ottawa Redblacks, Eugene Lewis, has re-signed on a 2-year deal, it appears, as he will be there through the 2020, or actually, sorry, he extends a 1 year to have 2 years on his deal, as he was already under contract for 2026, as this was from 3 Down Nation, but will now remain with the team for an additional year. So this is kind of Ottawa kind of padding up his contract through the 2027 season. And so it makes sense that they're going to keep him around, as if we even just look at the comments here from Ryan Dinwiddie, he said, Gino is a player who I've enjoyed watching from afar from a long time. Redblacks head coach and general manager Ryan Dinwiddie said in a statement, I'm excited for the opportunity to get to work with him, and we're thrilled to have him in Ottawa through the 2027 season. Lewis first came to the CFL in 2017 with the Montreal Alouettes. He played 5 games in Quebec before spending time with the Edmonton Elks as well as the Ottawa Redblacks in 116 CFL games. He has caught 473 passes for 7,273 yards, 47 touchdowns, making him the league's active receiving yardage leader. He was named the East Division's most outstanding player in 2022 and has been named CFL All-Star 3 times while earning divisional all CFL honor. While earning all CFL divisional honors on 5 occasions. That was a mouthful. I screwed that up. But yeah, he was with the Alouettes for a while, spent a little bit of time with the Elks before making his way to Ottawa. He's got 4,000-yard seasons with him. So he's had quite a career in the CFL. He's done very well. But even if you look at his time kind of during his college days, he had played from some pretty prestigious, college football places. Like if we look, he played 3 years at Penn State, where he had done relatively decent, with kind of his second year being he had gotten the most amount of starts, had 751 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns that year. And in his last season, played in Oklahoma, 13 games, only started 1 of those, but finished the season with 388 receiving yards, but 2 touchdowns with the Sooners. So done pretty solid from his time with college football, and that kind of naturally brought him to the CFL. And through that time, he's done very well. Was with the Alouettes for a numerous amount of years, and now with Ottawa, it looks like he's going to be around for a bit. So I'm curious to see exactly how this gets received, in the sense of, it looks like generally this is received very well, which makes sense. But I did see a negative comment somewhere, which kind of surprised me. Can't remember if it was the CFL Reddit or their Facebook group, but it was something that I noticed that stuck out to me. But what do you think about this move, Rick?
Okay, so FYI, we do have numbers for this year.
Oh, we do? Oh,
for this year, because you got to remember he signed a 2-year deal.
So these numbers were released last year. Gotcha.
Yeah. So he goes from making 223,000 with 300
in 2025.
Yeah,
right?
with 3K incentives.
Okay.
To now going to 239,000 with 3K incentives. So minimum 239, maximum 242-ish. So it's just a little bit of an increase. But I mean, he was their top receiver, I think. Just give me 1 second. Let me check the other one. He was one of them, because the other one's still unsigned. So it's going to be interesting to see where this receiver group goes, because now you have Pimpleton, you have Keelan White, who was a rookie last year. You also have Nick Marner, who was drafted 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That didn't play this year due to an injury. You have Ethan Jordan, who was Algorithma's top receiver. He went back to school this year. He had another
Well, and
Great season with Laurier
he
this
had
year.
just signed, right? We had done a video on that.
Yeah, he had just signed. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna go with the 5 or 6 receivers that they have, or if they bring back one key receiver into the offseason.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some changes coming in. And the reason why I'm saying this is just with Dinwiddie kind of being able to kind of now he's the GM slash head coach, so he's going to have kind of the opportunity to really kind of put a little bit of his stamp on the team, get them going where he thinks they should go. And and you got to imagine that there's portions of this team where he's like, you know what, this is working, this is working, this was working, this isn't, because this is an Ottawa team that now year after year has not made the playoffs. But at the same time, Gino Lewis had always done relatively well with them. And so I think he's like, you know what, this is not part of the problem. We're going to keep this guy around, but I would not be surprised if the Red Blacks kind of decide to take a little bit of a gander when it comes to free agency. So we'll have to see exactly what all they do. But to me, this is a move that makes sense for them. Anything else you got there, Rick?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and chat it up. So before we get going, though, Rick has an announcement to make.
Yes. Don't forget to join us in 3 weeks' time when we sit down and we discuss and go over all of the free agents that sign on free agent day.
Yes,
We will
sir.
look at the rumors, the retirements, the free agent list so far, even the coaching staffs that have been announced, as well as what the Ticat roster could look like, what all the other teams' rosters could look like. But don't forget, we have 10 to 12 hours to discuss the coverage, so we will have plenty of time.
So make sure you guys go over and have your fun on Hamilton Sports Central. We'll see you guys next time.
At my expense.